Number one, you always want to go bring a buddy. You never want to get out on early ice by yourself. If you fail to plan, you plan to fail, so to speak. Getting out on the ice can be a great way to have some fun, hang out with some friends. I got my buddy Josh over here. We're actually stationed over in Italy to get together. Yeah, just ended up, we were both out here in Colorado, over here in this shack right there. I've got my buddy Max, owner of Cougar Baits Fishing Lures, as well as the Tackle Shack out in Buena Vista. Yeah, it's always good to get out on ice with a friend. That way, if something happens, the rest of these tips will actually matter, because if you're by yourself, none of this really matters. Number two, you want to make sure you got a throw rope, just in case something happens and you're unfortunate enough to step on a hot spot, go through the ice, having an ice shelf crack, just whatever may happen. You need a way to get out of the ice, and if you're there with your buddy and it's accessible to him, you can actually throw it to you. And it's important to have a little attachment on the end of it that'll float. That way, you get the rope thrown toward you, it doesn't sink down into the water. Then you get your fat ass pulled out. Number three, make sure you bring a Spud bar. I've got this one right here. There's a few different varieties. This one is from High Tech Fishing Gear. I lost the tools for it, but this actually will twist apart right here, and then you can tuck it away in your shed or your toolbox or whatever for storage. But I just leave it right across the top of my sled because I lost the bag for it and the tools to get it apart. But we actually use that quite a bit, making our way out here, making sure that the ice is thick enough and sturdy. Number four, you want to make sure you bring your PPE. You're probably wondering, what kind of personal protective equipment are you talking about for ice fishing? Well, in addition to gloves that I'm not wearing at the moment because I'm actually pretty toasty, you want to make sure you got some float bibs, preferably a flotation jacket as well. I don't have one, I'm poor. If I had the choice for one or the other, I chose the bibs. It's got some reinforced knees, waterproof, help keep you warm. Max over there is laughing his ass off in the shelter he's in because he's got both of them. He's got the pants and the jacket. He's got a little more experience going through the ice with that. I've got, nice little spare tire right around the waist, so I'm pretty confident that my torso will float. It's my heavy ass legs that need some help personally. But for whatever decision you make sure you got something that'll help keep you warm, help you float up out of the ice. Another thing, it's important to have some safety picks. These guys right here will come apart. Real sharp picks on them right there. You keep them in your hand and you can help claw your way out of the ice. Another thing is glasses. I don't have them on right now. They're just on top of my head, but with the wind and the snow, you need something to help protect your eyes. Key thing, cleats on your feet. Just saw a clip of me falling on my ass at a tournament. The most embarrassing part about that is I had cleats in my truck. I was just excited to get out, make my way down the ice, and when I got down to the ice I realized that I forgot them. Finally, the most important thing out of everything else is common sense. I used to work with under a lieutenant out in Italy. Do you remember Lieutenant Trucco?
Yeah.
He used to call it rare sense because not a lot of people have it anymore. Have situational awareness. Realize what's around you. If you're walking on a patch of ice and you're on 2 or 3 inches and you're starting to drill a bunch of holes and make it look like Swiss cheese, you're not thinking, you're not going to have a good time. The most important thing is to have fun, but while you're having fun you need to make sure that you're safe, using common sense, following all the other tips. And if you want to see the adventure from today, go ahead and watch this and I'll see you over there later.